Hello everyone, my name is Bishwas and my student ID is 1478625, and today I am going to do my video presentations of BIT353, that is Network Architecture and Protocols, and this is assignment 1. And in this video presentation we have to complete the 9 tasks, that is getting to the free PBX lab site and power up the PBX server, start up the VoIP clients and initiate each free PBX, configure SIP, add extension and testing extension, and adding the trunk line and testing the trunk line. Okay, let me start my presentations. Okay, first of all let's go to the PBX server, and this is our first task. This is our PBX server 1. We have got 5 virtual machines, that is PBX server 1, PBX server 2, VoIP client 1, 2 and 3. This is our 5 virtual machine, and let's open the PBX server 1 which username is root and the password as edulab, and I have already powered on this. Let's open this in virtual machines, and we can see it will connected in the 10 to 60 seconds, and we can see our private IP address is 192.168.25.21, and this is for the PBX server 1. And let's do for the PBX server 2. Now open this in the, it will take 60 seconds. Here we go, and our second IP address is 192.168.25.22. These two are our private IP address for the assignment. And let's start our second this is our second task. Let's start our third task, that is we have to start the VoIP client server 1, 2 and 3. Let's start with the server 1. Let's do open through the remote desktop, and I have already powered this on, that's why I have already otherwise it will be we have to click on the power on button, then copy the password and click on the download RDP files. And in order to save time, I have already connect my virtual machines, that is VoIP client 1, and here is my VoIP client 1. Here is my VoIP client 1. Let's open this one, client 1, and it will show a blue screen inside this. And in this client 1 we need to download the Zoiper application. This is the I have already downloaded this in order to save the time. And our fourth task is to initiate the free PBX and configure SIP. For this, let's open the free PBX administrations, and let's click on the setting. First of all, click on the setting and click on asterisk SIP setting, and we have to here we have to delete the external address, and we have to update the local address from 192.168.25.0 to 24. And after that go to the SIP settings, and we don't need to change anything over here. Just go to SIP legacy settings, and we have to put NAT as a neighbor and IP configuration as a public IP, and the enable TLS to the no. And after that, click on the submit sections, click on the submit button, and then we have to, after that we have to click on the apply config. apply config, and we are done with that. And our next task is to adding extensions. For this we are going to add a minimum of the 2 extensions. Let's go to this application here and click on the extension button. I have already cleared 1000 and 2000s. Let's delete this post. Okay, and delete this post, apply config, and I'll create the new extensions for my assignment. I did that for the practice, that's why. Now let's create the add extension over here and new SIP channel settings and user extension, click 1000, display name also 1000, outbound CID 1000, emergency CID we don't need that, and delete this secret also, put the add the 1000, and we can submit this one for now. This is our first extensions, and let's create the next extensions with the SIP settings, and let's put 2000, previous one is 1000, and this one also 2000, outbound CID 2000, we don't need to put emergency CID, this also 2000, and let's click on the submit button over here, and we need to click on the apply config. Now we just completed by adding the extension. Now in the next step we have to test the extension. We have to do test extensions. These two are our extension, that is 1000 and 2000s. Let's minimize this one first, and let's go for the one. We have to connect one with a micro SIP and another with a ZOIP 5. Let's click on the BIP, this is the BIP client 1. Click on micro SIP and add account. Let's add account over here. I have already done with the let's minimize this one for a second.
The login, which is the extension login password. I kept the version earlier.
Let's click on the just a minute. Now we can test in two SIP server, that is the micro SIP and the ZOIP 5. Let's first of all we need to add account over here, and just we can put I have already done this, but for the demonstration purpose I am doing this again. Account name just 1000 and SIP server 192.168.25.21. We don't need to put this one, that is 1000, and domain name also 2000, and domain name control copy and control V 1000, and display name also 1000, and let's save this one, and we can see 1000 is online. The extension 1000 is in online. Let's open the ZOIP 5. Let's account. I have already done with this, that's why I'm connected to 2000s at the rate 192.168.25.21. let's call to the 1000. Let's call from here to the micro SIP. Let's do this and let's call 1000, then just dial over here and you can see this incoming call, and you can see the ringing here, and you can see the answer, that is 2000 and 2000. Let's click on answer and we can see the echo in this bar. In the call, and by this we can test the extension, and for the purpose we can use this in the VoIP client server 2 as well. VoIP client server 2, let's open the VoIP client server 2 and let's call to the we are done with extensions. VoIP client server 2, let's dial to 2000, then call, then we can see this incoming call over here and it's ringing, and let's pick the call and we can see the proper echo in these two. Just prove the testing, and our final task is for the trunk, extensions of the trunk, adding trunk and adding trunk. Let's move forward to our next topics, that is the adding extension, adding trunk. For this we'll click on the VoIP client 1 and VoIP client 1. Let's minimize this, both of these, and let's open the pre-PBX administrations, and for this click on the connectivity, and we can see trunk over here, and click on this trunk. I have already created this, so let's I'll just show you what I did. The trunk name is SIP trunk 1 and the outbound caller ID is SIP trunk 1, and we need to change the dial pattern manipulation, dial number manipulation rule, that is the prepend as the 2 and prefix as prepend we don't need to update anything here, and prefix as a 2 and match pattern as an XXX. And let's click on the PJ SIP settings, and for this we can click SIP server 192.168.25.22, and we need to click on the submit section, and we need to apply config, and after this we have to repeat the same process in the VoIP client 3. But before that we need to do the outbound route as well. For that, go to the connectivity and go to the outbound route, and I have already done this, so that I will delete. I'll just this is the outbound route 1 and the CID outbound route just out 1, and we have to trunk sequence for a match rule. We have to put SIP trunk 1, this is for the sections, and dial pattern. For the dial pattern we have to put 2 over in the prefix and the NXXX in the match patterns, and although we don't have to change anything over here, and just click on the submit and apply config. After that, we have to do the same process in BIB client 3. BIB client 3. Okay, let's open the BIB client 3. This is BIB client 1. Let's open BIB client 3. Okay, open this ones and go to the Microsoft Edge. BIB client 3 will be the pink screen like this, and let's do 192.168.25.22. Give me a second. Just BIB client, sorry, BIB client 3. We have to do in BIB client 3 like this, and free PBX servers, that is 192.168.25.22. First of all, we have to go in the settings section, and we have to go to the asterisk SIP settings sections and click this one, should be no, and SIP guest as, and we have to delete the external address, and we have to update the local address from 192.168.25.0 to 24. After that, we don't need to change anything over here. SIP settings, we don't need to change anything over here. We have to change this is the important things, and we have to change NAT to neighbors and the IP configurations to public IP address, and also we have to enable TLS to no, and like this. We don't need to change other things. Just click on the submit section. After that, we can click on the apply configurations. Now we are adding the trunk in BIB client 3. BIB client 3, and we also let's minimize this, and we are going to create the trunk, and for that we should click on the connectivity, and click on the trunk sections. I have already done this before for the practice. Let's so this, and like previous, we can put the SIP trunk 2 and outbound caller ID 2, and also the dial pattern manipulation route. We can put here prefix as 1 and the mask pattern NXXX, and PJ settings we can put 192.168.25.21, and let's click on the submit sections. And now we just create the trunk and click on the apply config. After that, we need to create the outbound route. Okay, now click on the connectivity and click on the outbound route. Just go to the action sections, and I'm route settings, and click this route name as a route name as a out2, and route CID as a out2, and also we have to trunk sequence for a mass rules, we have to put these ones as a trunk SIB trunk as SIB trunk 2, and that's it for the sections. And dial patterns, we have to click we have to put a 1 in this prefix and an XXX in the match patterns, and other we don't need to change others. Just click on this submit sections, and we are done with the outbound route. Just click on the apply config. Now we need to connect the separate virtual machines, that is the virtual machine 1 and the virtual machine 3. Okay, after this we are going to create the extensions in the VoIP client 3. Yeah, now we are going to create virtual machine extensions. Just click on the application and click on the extension over here. I just create these 3000 extensions. Let's edit this one. Here we go. Display name is 3000, outbound CID 3000, emergency we don't need to put this, we can leave it empty, and secret as a 3000, and other same, and we can create we can click on submit section. After that we can apply config. Now let's go to the VoIP micro SIP3, and the we have to add account over here, and let's put the account name as a 3000 and SIP server 192.168.25.22, and let's copy this one, control copy, and let's paste over here, and 3000 over here, and login as a 3000, password as 3000, and display 3000. Yeah, that's it. And let's click on the save buttons, and we can see the extension 3000 is online now. After that, now we are going to calling VoIP3 to VoIP1. Let's minimize this, and let's open the VoIP1 as well, and let's side by side, let's put this side by side, and yeah, and open the micro SIP over here as well, and from 1 to 3 let's call from micro SIP 1 to 3. Let's put 2 3 0 0 0. Let's call, and here we go. We can see we saw incoming call from the 1000. This is the 1000, and we are getting 3000. Yep. Let's answer the call. Let's answer this call. Now we can see the info over here. And this is our assignment. And finally, we create the two server, and we configure the server first, removing the NAT, and we also found that public IP address and the IP configurations, and which we should click a no for the enable TLS, and that is the summary for my assignment, and that is my assignment. Thank you for watching my video, and sorry. and my student ID is 1478625 and my name is Bishwas neupane. Thank you.